Urgent does cop a bit of a goose through the boards. Not a critical amount of damage here, so he sticks around for a fight, looks for a head, and is being run on down, so needs to back off. Has Apex to help him on out here, but it is just the kit in his belt loops. They don't actually have any flashes to initiate more so. And now they've got banana control. Hampus is calling the team back over to execute towards B. As a tag with a smoke and a flash, and they can go. Hampus can cover off the rotations top mid.
I mean, this should be as a simple bread and butter, smoke and flash and go. Rez to be the spearhead of the assault, the armored P250. Long range, Apex does have a tight angle he can tap, and he's missed his shots, now becoming a bit of an issue. Not for Kyojin, though. Finds the first on the pull cross. ZywOo contributes long range, and already NIP dilapidated. Nothing left of them other than what was supposed to be the pointy end of the spear. Rez up against the whole squad. The 2 rifles, 3 SMGs, a mix of aggression and support from long range. This is a potent mix. Apex, you can see exactly it coming into life now. ZywOo has his flank from second, or had. Now Apex, loses his head, and his SMG could be retrieved if this one slows down. Doesn't look like it will, Chad. Look at that banana control. They got it deep. Plopsky, however, is taking back control. Yeah,
going to be issues here if ZywOo or Kyojin go down towards A, because Masuda will need shocks to bait them on in towards banana, but just searching, right? This is a pretty standard approach on a 4-spy round when you have Deagles. If you had Tech-9s, we might be expecting a bit more of a set piece, but with Deagles, it's looking for the heads, and well, they've been able to find one so far. Still some smokes to work with here, so executes are possible.
Hi guys, Rez here. Welcome to my flash tutorial.
This one here should at least force shocks off the line, but might be too high to do anything about Masuda, so he's still good to go. And, well, looking to farm on up. Jumped and peeked. Plopsky, good for it.
Yeah, and that was one of the SMGs again. Falls into enemy hands. Armored enemy hands. Shocks hard cleared. The pre-fire was good. The conversion's there. And now issues. Big issues. And I'm not talking about magazines. Kit spotted in mid. Loose now from this retake. ZywOo, if that bomb goes down, which he's not going to be able to contest. I say that with bated breath. He does bang Fuzi. And Rez not far off as well. He's got 5 HP to work with. They can recover this. They should recover this. ZywOo and Kyojin bomb loose thanks to his handiwork. He's not expecting
How should we spot it?
Right! Rez with the shot. A left, right, good night. Kyojin to clutch. Saved him on the pistol with a 4K and now doing the same. They're 10 seconds. They have to plant. Kyojin's presence is so foreboding.
Top mid is also a possibility as part of this, but try not to give up too many casualties this time, Vitality.
Apex is very hungry. A hungry, hungry hippo. Did you ever play that?
I did, yeah. It wasn't a board game in my house. It was only when I went to a friend's.
Yeah, same. We never had the cool games.
We had Monopoly.
Yeah, but I said the cool games.
Point.
Yeah, and on the CT side, I know people were really willing to take fights up mid. Plopsky already has taken Kyojin down and given him his first death. More to come. Shocks next on the naughty list, and that looks a bit embarrassing. Completely booked. It looks really good for the ninjas with just a couple of scrapes of their knee as they stampede into Masuda. An MP9 up against the whole squad. A bad clear. Fozy maybe has given them a way in if Masuda can find another. ZywOo's got vision. Hampus walks straight into the hairs. More on the way. Short the next victim. Multiple there. And oh my God, ZywOo, a face full of info, trying to avoid the hot lead. It's Fuzi to put him down. But a spray from Kyojin could be a brilliantly paced flank. ZywOo to activate. Nades have landed. Masuda has activated. Look at that. 3 on the SMG and escapes. It makes it competitive. Never mind competitive. Tech-9 directly.
Well, if he doesn't clear the smoke.
Masuda, did he see it?
They're going to walk through because Hampus called it clear.
Oh, okay. I thought Masuda had pulled off the 5D chest, and it may still be. As they do pull the util and the rotate. Mission accomplished in that respect.
Now, this is more mid-round, right? Now, they're when they don't have the smokes, when they don't have all the goodies, they're actually just playing out a pretty standard round. Luckily, Hampus snuck on through, but 2 rifles to work with here, a couple of smokes as well. And if they turn their attention back towards A, they can have a 2v4. ZywOo currently with that AWP over towards long. Kyojin is going to have to give us another multi-kill here, I think, because if they get pick control and ZywOo's smoked off, it's not going to be an easy retake.
Perfectly timed reactionary smoke. Rejigging the setup again. ZywOo has returned to his domain here on A.
Oh, as Hampus, you'd want them to go through the smoke, but it's not the best play right now for Fozy and Essetag.
I kind of like this potential bad info in Shox' walk. Nothing to report short.
If he clears boiler, he's going to... Oh.
Yeah, he's concerned about B. And Hampus is ready! That'll be the go sign. They don't. One head falls. They know Kyojin's there. Him and ZywOo partner up.
He's still looking here.
25. ZywOo looking to activate just as they avert their gaze. He strikes. propels them into the orb, and the orb is no more. Plopski flattens them, bulldozes the A defense, and plenty of time to plant. Take your time, set up the post plant.
Already called the save.
And they're already headed back to spawn,
so easy as that. Great stuff from Plopski here. He's been really good on some of these opening duels. I know the kill did start off with Shocks getting that opener right there, but the fact he's able to swing in, take Zoe and kyojin down, great work from him. Looking handy. And that will be the second. And yeah, Vitality are playing the long game here. You don't want to get dragged into the mud and play NIP's game by any means, because if it does become a scrim fest and both teams are force playing, well, then it really could become anybody's game. You want to keep this clean, play the fundamentals, all the setups you have, all the understanding of the approach to the game. You want to make sure you have everything you need and keep NIP in that more rough position.
Am I right in assuming that, you know, from your leadership perspective, it would be harder with the last second stand-in to call a T-side than it would be CT?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. The CT side, right?
Mation and summoning the Wu. Oh, they don't clear him. How don't you clear him? Already Zywoo takes one and a double out of Shoxy, a third on the cards as he finishes it with style. Only Esatag, and yeah, you can see from the perspectives our observers are enlightening you too. Quick headshots, all he'll get. Worms away with a miraculous escape. 8 HP, but not for long. Does still clip into apps when set up like this, when you're playing that anti-flash. Okay, well that was perfect. Hampus betrayed by that bottle of flame. It betrays his position, easy on the track, and now, well, boosting over the smoke. It's anticipated. Apex has even got a flash for it.
This is a rough start for Hampus here, Alex. He's 0 and 6 in terms of opening duels. I do actually make it 0 and 5, sorry, in terms of opening duels here. So not getting away with these usual hijinks, and that is going to be a problem for NIP going forward.
You've got consummate professionals against you, and just on the precipice of the smoke, deliberate or otherwise, he's managed to clear it out, and oh yeah, rude surprise as they walk on in. It's only Masuta for one. They might commit on this. They know element of surprise and punishing this numbers. They are going to commit. Esatag coming in hot. Fuzi, Plopski. And what? Apex misjudges, gives them the sight, gives them the plant. Looking better now for a Ninja's third. Util, the well is dry. A couple of flashbangs. They might want to re-aggress coffins, you know.
There's so much right now for Vitality to work with. They can smoke top banana, they can get the mollies in, they have so much utility, they don't need to rush this one. You can see kyojin lining up a dark molly towards Bacchus' site. Can definitely get that banana smoke in, no dramas and flashes to go.
Okay, Nubox and Emo Molotov is perfect, but Fozy's already managed to make it a double. Getting sweaty. Plopski up against the 1 HP of Zywoo. That should be the round. NIP successful in breaking down B. And with a heavy disadvantage to start. That was 3v5.
Loves the weapons on the other side of things. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, trying to play outside the box here. Fozy's gone straight through that top mid smoke. It's gone down very early. If they can get that AK, that would be great for kyojin here. A nice little freebie for him. Confirmed the presence of that AWP. And yeah, Plopski, he's keeping the house tidy around here. So just making sure that that isn't easy to scoop on up, leaving that deeper in middle. And now back towards the B bomb site they go again. But if they're quick on this, if they're to execute within the next 5 or so seconds and Zywoo doesn't clear mid, they can guarantee themselves a 2v4 on the B bomb site.
Yeah, Apex looking to redeem himself in round 11. Masuta, a single flash. It will have to be the bullets. Molotov, they will be safe from the lineup. Bit late on this. There is a chance that Zywoo starts his rotate upon the util, who might be there. Masuta hiding in plain sight. Not enough of a distraction, and it's an easy double. Rez walks into B and forces another round out of Vitality.
Well, maybe a timeout called here. X just to get in the ear. They had no info there. They played very turtled up Counter-Strike. That can be anybody's game at that point. It really does come down to hitting your shots and hoping you don't get mollied out of position. The flashes were great, so nice little B execute there from NIP and 2 great kills from Rez to get them on in. That was a number disadvantage to start things off again. A 4v5 for the majority of this one, and NIP
Look at him.
Turn it on its head.
He wants to punish them.
Zywoo is watching this with the AWP. Like, this should be his day of the week.
Now, surely, kyojin, he's been so resistant for this AK. He's been dreaming of it. He knows it's been there, lying there in the middle of the map for 60 seconds, and he's been such a good boy, waiting it out. And Hampus eventually goes down. He's allowed off the leash. Grabs his initial utility. Apex, though, he is going to be the gatekeeper, just standing at that half-world, stamping tickets and stamping jaws. Rez is lucky to have gotten away with that one.
I don't know how Rez killed Zywoo there either.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Brain did not see that.
Must have just been a shot or two through the smoke. Zywoo just got pinned to the wall. That's a bit of an unfortunate death right there, but fortunately Apex can pick up that AWP. Masuda's been able to get over and find the MP9, and he'll be flashed forward. So info is good, but they're in a similar situation as they were in the previous. They don't have any map control right now, and Apex has actually called a gamble. It isn't a horrible decision to make right now. It was the right call, but they're creeping through this long smoke.
This is something else. As it fades, you might be... Oh. Other people, what? Would have been surprised. Apex had the perfect lineup, just doesn't have vision. Plopsky fades his to black, and now, actually, he might have a read on Masuda. Doesn't clear his corners, neither does the Frenchman. He's going to hear them no. Oh, betrayed. S-Tag, a loud footstep nearly brings the round to a close.
I'd have to be a save again here.
But just like that, yeah, I think that duel was the swing.
Yeah, that has to be a one-way they're operating with there because it looked good. I know that Apex... This is a half right now. NIP looking very, very good.
This is what happened last time. Just when we thought it was a dead on arrival, the Ninjas, they show a potency. Now, the Zywoo opening death again. That's back-to-back.
Look at all the space, though. S-Tag's already pushed this arch side. It's the same long smoke that they're using to exploit here as well.
Yeah, this was the same one that led them to ignore Shoxy upon the fade, but...
All Kyojin here.
Yeah, it's exclusively on this man.
Oh, he's so dead.
Oh, you say that. It looks like his team have knocked them for 6. Nothing left of this defense or the rifles. So, NIP, we could call this a competitive half and a grand final starting to warm up. S-Attack finds out one of the remaining 2. It is just going to be that Deagle on Apex with a very nice of the 5 required. Any more headshots for us? A couple to the belly button. And, oh, Fuzi, you might have to learn the hard way here. Early top banana control. The retake util could be imminent. Apex in position to drop it. Yeah. They might just respect that. Most teams tend to just find themselves strafing over the half wall, but what if you're boosted on it? Fuzi! Oh, off the half wall! Stylish as ever, loving that, and they build upon it. Apex, the only one with a rebuttal. Bombs anywhere. It's anyone's game, and now Rez is locked open B. Locked open, as you do.
Everyone, he's broken the lock.
Exactly. With a crowbar, no less.
Well, Zywoo is going to have to do something miraculous right here, because if he doesn't start hitting every single one of these, there's a real chance NIP win out the half.
Off the half wall, little circle strafe, peeking in. Definitely love that.
Look, Zywoo at this moment right here is thinking, I should save.
But I can't leave.
But I want to see him fight because...
Because he can.
Well, yeah, mainly because he can, but also because this half has gotten away from Vitality here. They need a Zywoo moment. It's a very unlikely one.
Good timing on the util, so the info's there. Kyojin from CT needs this duel clean and hasn't been able to deliver, so now Zywoo, yeah, just looking to survive. And
risky with it. Spotted him, and this time round, Hampus has gotten the opening. Shox was ready, he was shooting first. The trade is there, and the Deagle is out for Zywoo.
Yeah, he's even got an M4. Doesn't need it. Will opt to throw that rifle into his primary slot, and a bit of a gamble, yeah. We could have a very intense
he's here.
Early round. Zywoo likely to be hard cleared here. On 2 backs turned. Rez at least with a quick flick at a wrist keeps us interested, and info on Apex. Bomb not committed yet. Util pulled out. That was the last of the CT smokes. Kyojin, info. S-Tag reveals himself from the apartment. A great picture and a better frag. Kyojin robbed of a second, but only 40 HP for Rez. 1 versus 2. Final round, first half, first map, grand final, and tucked in with Util. If he can get that smoke down, he could really disappear.
Interesting option here.
It's the one way, right?
Might have a bit of gap to work with here on either side.
Yeah, and he knows Apex is likely waiting for his teammate's flank. He's got the mental image. Smoker vision, perfect one way. Oh, it's brilliant from Rez. Can you finish? He just needs the head, but time is on his side as well, and he knows it. He'll play it like a seasoned vet would, playing the game now. A high flash. Apex, what have you got? Spotted, running him down, and here they come. Fozy, here's them on the side. They're not taking contact just yet. Masuda's the first to go down, but quick from the French. Double out of Shox, and the site is lost. Nothing for Plopsky. He can do nothing with all that util.
Here he comes.
Redundant. Hampus, however, has been booked.
He's going to be upset about this one, old Hamp. He is going to get run on down.
Yeah, well placed, though. The nade and scout combined. It's a potent cocktail, but Apex lives on. Oh, Rez. Horrible. Absolute nightmare fuel for the Deagle when they're so deep into the site before you've even pulled the trigger once.
Save call.
Have another go. Try again tomorrow. Okay. Shots? Monsieur? That wasn't Richard. That wasn't Richard. That was Dick Butterfly.
I think maybe Apex was getting a little bit sassy, and Shox said, hey, keep it calm.
You don't chat smack to Dick Butterfly and get away with it.
Cool. It sounds like a superhero.
I was thinking more cowboy.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Or he's in the bar, it's like, the name's Butterfly. Dick Butterfly.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for those uninitiated, Dick is short for Richard.
Yes.
Unless you're British, Australian.
And papillon is French for butterfly.
There you go. A bit of toothpaste.
Yeah, oh, okay. What are you up to? An extinguish and a push? I was laughing at you as he takes them both down. And likely the round, they haven't even committed with the bomb, but they got full control. Double frags. The second bite doesn't taste as sweet. Nothing to report or celebrate.
Yeah, really can make either decision here, Apex, on where they want to finish. Top mid control, top banana control, everything you'd be looking for. And boatloads of utility. Now, no crowd control nades in terms of Molotovs and HGs, but smokes galore. And will land in the face of Hamp as he gets forced forward. Zywa will grab his third with the Galil. And let's see if he can grab himself a bit of an eco-bash ace here. Leg spotted. Bullets are chipping away at Rez, down to 57 points of health. And, oh, he's going to send Apex in first.
Well, Apex is going to send Apex in first. Wow, he is being so gentle on the clear and, yeah, takes down Rez with ease.
Now, it is just Fozy. Shox is watching this position, so it should be easy as you like.
Hey, Fozy, you've been given the green light here.
Oh, this is quick on to A. There's only two defenders here. Rez and Hamp is about to step
the
up.
smokes are about to bloom already. Rez in the open, just...
Oh, saved.
Robbed.
Saved.
Oh, that was a double every day of the week, but Shoxy thinks otherwise, and now, well, with the sight and a familiar sight for us in these last 3 rounds, it's a slow one for the Ninjas. They don't really get to play the game.
No, and this should be the save call every day of the week here. Zywa was chipped away at Shaw, but no dramas, the number advantage in their favor.
Just taking note as well, 19 frags, so we haven't really mentioned his name once. Zywa's just doing one of those things, you know, where he will...
This is
it happens with Nico, it happens with Simple. You don't talk about it, but then he's got 25, like 4 rounds into the second half.
It's when you're one of those elites, right? If you were dropping 50, then we'd be talking about it.
I believe it.
But if you're going to just get 25 or 30s, it's just another day at the office for you. That's what happens when he goes and clocks in. He's on a different pay scheme to everybody else, I think.
Yes, okay.
You feel for Masuda, right, in that situation. That was like hardcore entry fragging. What he's doing right there. Like, I will leap out and tell you where they are. That was his entire job, right? For him to catch them off guard, that's when the round goes really great. But it was a...
Well, there's plenty of control, and there's the first smoke. Fozy's just going to have to throw a stray bullet, but it's Rez who sends them straight out of short. Apex and Masuda, they line up for him. And now, if you want to return to Banana, it has been occupied. Planting the flag for the Ninjas is Plopsky, and he's got a whole squad staring at his deep banana smoke. I think he realizes it was a bit too much jam on the donut.
Yeah, hard committed there. So I like this little move to drop on back here, but for Vitality now, they need to find something. Zywa's having a little bit of a search towards top mid with that M4 in his hands. Kyojin and Shox are making sure that nobody has pushed all the way down Banana, and even Esatag is coming back over to back things up. So 45 seconds on the clock, operating blind right now. NIP with the number advantage, likely able to swat this away as long as they get the opening kill on the way on into this B bomb side. Kyojin could just be a fake element here, so they've given him a limp smoke. He can work with this. Needs a kill to sell the fake. If he just dies, yep, they know it's going to be A.
Yep, certainly do. You actually get to watch the process as Fozy is corralled back. Shox and Zywa then walking straight past the cold remains of their teammates, Masuda and Apex. Oh, and they're going to join them if they're not careful. Rez, he started this for the Ninjas. Can he finish? He's down. Time. Oh, and the bodies have dropped. They've got 1 second to spare, and Vitality with this 2v4 out of absolutely nowhere.
2v5, I think.
2v5 even.
And Zywa's now on the flank right now. This is some heads-up Counter-Strike. They're coming quick. Shox needs to stay alive.
Exactly, and he knows it. Survival, integral. He has gone down early. Zywa's had to change his mind. Obs for apps. It's not bad if he can isolate.
Not even looking.
Not even looking. He's got the 1v1. He's got the flash. Forces Esatag off the bomb. Calls his bluff. Gets the info safely. Zywa's Mastering this thinking man's game, light on time, has to sit it, gets the info, gets the frag. What a... He's got himself the top banana control. You know what? I think he fancies a couple of kills as well. S-Attack, the AWP, the perfect counter to a dry sweep. Careful, Apex, you're about to lose your AK. And that's 2 big ticket items sold to auction. The highest bidder, NIP, and they're on the quickest of rotations back.
Batten down the hatch.
I like the Fozy fake smoke.
Oh, Shox has to get the bomb. This is going to be bad timing for him. Fozy's coming.
Fozy has him. Shox. Oh, he's bested him. Fozy didn't know what to do with that information. It was overwhelming and absurd.
Stun locked right there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming back to help him out, though. Look at Kyojin coming through apartments. It might catch Hampus off guard.
Oh. But what does that imply? Hampus's brain whirs into action. What does that mean? Why was he heading back to B? Shox with the bomb. Masuta now
around the world.
Survival. He has to be making
so
today.
Much more.
Oh, well, Fozy has actually just put up a man advantage on a silver platter.
Looked blind there, didn't he? So the flash must have just been on the fade right there. Not bad from him. Found an opener. But it's not like NIP haven't been in number advantage situations so far. And to look at this from Apex, just continuing to push the issue forward. HE over towards Coffins. Not bad, but won't do any damage.
Yeah, and that opening may not necessarily secure the round. Vitality lead the event in 4v5 win percentage.
Well, I think we've had a great example of that already, haven't we?
Yeah. And actually, their 4v5 is even higher on the T side, specifically. 36% win rate. So let's see if they can demonstrate now.
They weren't able to get a trade off of that one there, so... Picking up the bomb.
Shout out as well to SEO's pumping all these stats into our eyeballs. Much love to him.
Oh, they've changed tack here. I thought they were just going to go back for a BXQ, but looking very A-heavy right now, so as the smoke starts to fade, they can creep on up. No vision, either banana or top mid. Remember, double AWP setup. So if they're able to trade into S-Attack and res into the site...
You got something, yeah. There's grounds for this. Hampus needs this, still gets it blind as a bat. And now the bat signal on A. Need help. Rez doesn't really actually need anything. S-Attack solved his problems. Apex the only one to put his name in the feed. And that's the end of that. S-Attack.
He can't win this one. Yeah, look, he's good. He can't win this one. Damage would be great. That's another kill.
Oh my god, they are completely exploiting them. This is the only hope on S-Attack now. Apex has run down Plopsky.
Through the smoke.
And now dead with his pants around his ankles. Rez catches the tail end of their rotation. Fozy ready for blood. Just the first, puts them on their bottom, but the round's not secure just yet. Hampus would have to get this info, and more than info, it's bloodshed. Rez, one and done. Kyojin thrust into a 1v3, now 2. And S-Attack. Oh, okay, should have got the frag. Kyojin's gonna catch that one. Rounds the corner for safety. He's evaded the grasp of death. But only for a moment. S-Attack wise to create some distance here. He knows his responsibility is just a split sight. Bomb on the back of the low Frenchman. Yeah, and this is it. Enough time has passed. S-Attack can and will be anywhere. Process of elimination leads Kyojin to middle. Glancing at the arch, he can take many a stance, and S-Attack's just looked away as Kyojin worms his way to clear the site. S-Attack should have this though. Yeah, that's the sound. That's the smoke. Safe perhaps, unless S-Attack. Oh, he spots his bomb.
They're going to take more risks. They're going to be happy for the type of plays you're going to throw their way.
And NIP definitely much more comfortable here on the CT side. Down the throat. ZywOo catches a nade, but pops some heads. B is open for business, courtesy of the Woo. And the whole squad decides that's enough of that. And of course, the French are reading them like a book. Ages 3 and up.
Now, this is where if they did take a timeout to say, hey, let's actually play refined Counter-Strike here, they will send somebody in to probe either side just so they know what they're dealing with. Unless Fozy pushes out and finds ZywOo here, then that will tip the scales back in the other direction. Looking for the half-wall boost, being extremely diligent. Fozy caught in the open, looking the wrong way, but the kill not landing just yet. More damage done for ZywOo.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh no, he's
the burst!
Shot. He's gonna burst him!
Oh no!
Oh, they're trying to knife you.
Wait, Rez is back a sight. If they run in and don't clear here...
Okay, you really think ZywOo's not gonna clear? He's here to do his job. Of the Woo come through. We'll get things back in sync and a sinking feeling for Apex as he's down to 16. Bogdan's Law observed at the tail end of 2021. One of the most long-standing theories from one of the many philosophers of the game.
Yes, one of the biggest thinkers. Up mid we go. A biff is on, a 1-for-1.
Oh, Rez, he didn't finish his meal. There's plenty of broccoli on kyojin's plate. He can live on. And with 45 seconds, they can go anywhere they desire. Smoke towards library, but no info top mid. They're coming into Plopski's corner, and Flash isn't bad. ZywOo averted gaze, but a nice find from Apex. Scores a 3v3. Very low, though. The walk-in wounded for these two.
Oh, might have a real chance here, NIP. The fact that there's only 30 seconds left right now, Apex getting desperate towards top banana. He's sending the troops over towards Rez's bomb site, who's still over towards Pit.
It's a very half-hide fake.
Yeah, look, it might keep the feet planted of Hampus, but not Essa tag. And if Rez can get a kill here, he might have done enough.
Oh, well, that's info.
Oh, it's a great molly.
Looking to delay the default plan. He's trying to hold on. Shox has found him, though. And again, Vitality. A couple of seconds on the clock. Shox knocks a third, and 16 imminent. Only Hampus. Not had fun on Inferno, but maybe he's decided it's time to extend play. He knows where Shox is. kyojin likely on that default side. Clearing now. Hampus in the blind spot. He's a dead man. He's got to be a dead man. Is now 16-10. First map, grand finals does go the way of Vitality. They react and they adapt. An 8-7, but not